guys, to the TheSpurgeonPiper. This is Wilson with you. So one question I get quite a bit is how do I deal with a lingering smoke smell on myself? Not so much in the room or in our office or what have you, and that could be its own problem, but on ourselves. I've had folks who are interested in the hobby kind of drift away because they don't want to offend their wife or they don't want to be around others and smell like a bowling alley. I don't know about you, but every bowling alley I go to smells like cigarettes. So how do we deal with that? And it's a good problem to try to face, though it actually is not that big of an issue. And I try to share that with folks new to the pipe smoking realm. So in tackling this, and it's really big for myself because I'm a pastor, I want to give you 4 recommendations, 4 encouragements, solutions maybe that can help with this problem. Now let me start with number 1, and that is if you know you're going to be around someone beforehand, what are you smoking? Choose what you're going to be smoking, or bear in mind what you're going to be smoking. There are some blends that are going to be stinkier, and they're going to have more of a potent aroma about them that can turn people off. Some of those blends can be blends with cigar notes in them, or cigar leaf, I should say, like Cloud Hopper, which is one I really love. Or it can be some of our favorite heavy English blends, like Plum Pudding, or a well-known one is Peterson Nightcap. So those are some that we need to be cautious about because they will be giving you a lingering smoke. Burley blends can be prone to this as well because they use burley, and that's a leaf that's used in a lot of cigarettes, and so it can give off that smell that's unsatisfying for others to smell. So instead of those, maybe something we want to bear in mind as we're going to be around others is lighter blends. Say Peterson's Virginia Flake, which is just a lighter Virginia note, or lighter Virginia Flake, I should say, or Hearth & Home's Vaporati, which is a vapor perique with Kentucky, but it's not overbearing. It doesn't leave this odious smell, and my wife thinks it smells fine. So hey, that's a plus itself. And then not to mention there's great aromatics out there that won't leave a nasty smell so much on you as well. Take for instance the Country Squire's Rivendell blend, or they have Old Toby and some others like that will be less scenty in the worst regards. So that is one thing to bear in mind is I'm about to go out. I'm about to be with my wife, my kiddos, with my church, what have you, whatever your situation is. Think about what you're going to be smoking beforehand. All right. So that's number 1. Number 2 is an easy one, and it's common sense. You don't need me telling you. Wash your face. Yeah, just wash your face. And so as a pastor, when I'm studying here at my desk, I'm usually smoking my pipe. That's what I do. It just kind of helps. A cup of coffee, a pipe, just goes hand in hand, or a cup of tea in the afternoon, what have you. But occasionally I leave my desk, or every day almost, I leave my desk, and I am going to make pastoral visits to homes or to individuals in the hospital or whatever the case may be. And I don't want to smell so bad, so the first thing I do is I wash my face. Now, those of us who are bearded individuals, we even have to keep this more in mind because the smoke will kind of stick to our hair here, and that's where the smoke's going to linger a lot. So what I want to do is wash my face fairly well with soap. If you have a face soap, even better, but all around my face. Get all those smoke particles off, and make sure they're not lingering around me because that can be easily noticeable. My wife can tell when I do not do that. And so we do want to bear in mind, especially for smoking those heavier blends, because they are more noticeable on the face as well. My wife knows if I'm smoking an English blend. Even if she didn't walk into a room, I can go talk to her and she can smell it on my face. So bear that in mind. You want to wash your face before you're going out, and that will be a big help. So number 2 was wash your face. Number 3 is another fairly easy one, and that is change your clothes. A lot of guys actually have coats to smoke in, or certain shirts to smoke in, and that is actually something I do. I usually don't smoke in my nicer shirts. I'm going to smoke in other shirts for two reasons. One is if I drop a piece of ash or something like that and it burns a hole in my shirt, which it will do. If you've been in pipe smoking long enough, you know this happens, no matter how much you try to avoid it. We're smoking our pipe and maybe we kind of take a too big of a puff and a pop, out goes an ember right on our shirt. Even this office chair I'm sitting on has holes in it because of that issue. So that's one reason why we have a smoking shirt, but also because of the smell. So I will actually change my shirts if I'm going to be going out in public, more around my kiddos, what have you. I always keep a shirt around. I'll have several. I mean, they're just regular t-shirts that I have on when I'm smoking my pipe. And so just swapping out your shirt is an easy way to solve that issue. If you feel like you need to, swap out your pants or your shorts or what have you. I usually don't do that unless it's maybe a Sunday morning or I'm really going to church, but I usually don't smoke that morning anyway. So just bear in mind what clothes you're wearing. Maybe if you wear a cap, you want to think about that itself. If you're going out in public, that might be something that attracts some attention because of a smell as well. So number 3, just simply change your clothes. And now number 4 is use some type of aftershave or cologne. And this is one I've started doing more recently because I used to not wear those things. I come from a farming background. I'm not really looking to impress the chickens or the cows or the peanuts or what have you, that I'm growing. But as I've gotten more into pastoral ministry, that is something I do wear, just a light, something not offensive, not that's gonna over choke me with a false scent, kind of like you think of hairspray or what have you. And there's a lot of colognes out there that are like that. What I use now for this solution is C4 shaving cologne, and this one specifically is Sea Spice Lime. And this is one product that I'm happy to promote, is C4's cologne. Now, to be very clear and upfront with you guys, this is a promoted ad, a sponsored ad. And as I've mentioned before in a recent video, I'm only going to have a promoted product, a sponsored company, if I believe in that company and believe they have a quality product that I could vouch for and use myself. And Spearhead Shaving does. So their Sea Spice Lime Cologne contains scents of Tahiti lime, bergamot, sea spray, coriander, and pink pepper, and oak moss. Unlike many aftershaves and colognes on the market, it's not over masking. It's not artificial smelling, and its scents meld well with the tobacco notes we are used to. So it doesn't come off like you're a sweaty teenager masking stink with a body spray. Spearhead Shaving is a family-owned business that has resurrected an old brand that harks back to the 1940s. And you can see that in the appearance of their products. From their modern reproduction of the 1918 Gillette khaki set, which was issued to soldiers during World War I, to their various soaps and aftershave toners, they offer quality shaving and toiletry products at affordable prices. You can find out more about them and what they offer at spearheadshaving.com. So guys, those are 4 options that hopefully are helpful. Believe it or not, it is not a big issue. Pipe tobacco smoke, and it's quite distinct even from cigar smoking, definitely different from cigarette smoking. And so if that is something you're concerned about, let me kind of calm your concerns a bit and just tell you, don't worry about it. It's not as prevalent. Yes, it will leave a stench like any smoke out there. Your fireside smoke will do that, but it's not something that can't be easily remedied. So I hope that is helpful. If you have questions, if you have extra recommendations, please leave them below for others to help out. That's all I have today, guys. I hope you're having a blessed week, and we'll talk to you soon.